Hi, good evening, everyone. Welcome back to the channel. Yep, a little bit. But what I want to start out with today, I want to talk about TSLY again. But it looks like Schwab has finally made some fixes. So let's start out with our dividend portfolio review here. Um, let's see what we got here. So for October, look at this. We've already received this much, and it's projecting this much. So there might actually be a glitch here because this would be a record month. This would be like 7,000. This would be almost $8,000 in 1 month. So let's see what's going on here. Um, so as far as our dividends, we get AT&T dividends, JP Morgan, uh, some dividends from this stock. So this amounts to about 1273. We've got dividends. No, this hasn't been fixed yet. So this is just a glitch. But the bulk of our dividends come from TSLY. So TSLY is still projected at about 30,000, per year over 12 months. So not quite 3,000 a month. In fact, let's do that by month here. So let's see, 30,668 divided by 12. That's actually $2,555. Here's what we've received year to date, and here's what's anticipated remaining total estimated income for 2024. Market value of TSLY has come up a little bit. What I want to review is actually the purchases of TSLY that I've made since last. When did I buy in? March or April of last year. So this has been about a year and a half. This is what, 18 months or so that I've been in TSLY. So I went over in depth like all the dividends I've gotten from it, but let's just finish this real quick. I want to check something here. I want to check and see if they've fixed anything at all or if they're still asleep at the helm. Nope. See, they still have YMAG listed as monthly, even though it's weekly. So I'm gonna call Schwab at some point and complain because this is ridiculous at this point. But anyway, okay. So that is just attributable to a glitch then. So let's go back to our spreadsheet and go over what we actually went over yesterday. And let's see what we got here. Greetings, watching from the toilet. That's a great spot, actually. Um, hopefully you're not like our buddy Kumair, where he likes to poop next to other men. But the toilet, that's where a lot of people like to, read or play on their phone or whatever. It's an interesting spot for sure. Um, it's not necessarily my top choice, but it's an interesting spot. We'll give you that. Okay, so perhaps you're watching from the toilet because you think this is a shitty investment, right? So TSLY, my first dividend that I got, so let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. So we've got 18 dividends. I can count by hand, which proves I'm a coach, right? So 18 months of dividends, 35,422 over the 18 months. This number, I was being a little bit funny. I crossed this out, but this is actually what I've lost in TSLY so far. Of course, that's a paper loss because I haven't sold any. I'm holding the bag, as it were. Um, the 35,000 and change that I've gotten in dividends is that's the cumulative. And then the difference is $3,840. So this percent wise, if I do a percent of this is like actually 12%. So what I want to do, I want to go a little further in depth because some of you all had some questions for me and you said, you can't count ROI based on just what you've lost. Um, so the ROI would actually be based on my original investment. To be honest, I've lost about 50% in TSLY, which is a tough pill to swallow, but I'm definitely holding the bag on this. The good news is this is a small portion, like I say, of the overall net worth. So this isn't fatal by any means. And I never intended to put, oh, because of pizza, do you have some bad like gas station pizza? Or were you watching another channel? Because I could see where other channels might send you to the toilet too with some of their content. I won't name names, but or maybe I already have. Anyway, it's all good fun, right? Okay, so let me try to go back to my purchase history here and see when I actually bought into TSLY. Luckily, Schwab is starting to get their act together when it comes to like history and stuff like that. So if I go back to previous year, I'm going to go back to transactions here, and I'm showing you all a lot, but that's because I trust most of you, not all of you, but some of you. So let's do trades. This is a very, very antiquated. The Schwab. I'm not a huge fan of Schwab. Um, I may actually move too. Maybe I'll do the grifter move and try to cover my losses too. Um, but let me see. Um, for now, I'll keep it because I'm not using margin. So let's just do trade. It's annoying that you have to like deselect all of these. E-Trade just lets you do all of them at once. Okay, no transactions. Oh, because I'm looking in the wrong account. That would be why. Okay, let's see. Okay, so here's what we've got. Here's my dumb, degenerate purchases last year. So let's see. Um, I bought some options back early in the year, bought some SVOL. My first purchase of TSLY was April 17th. Actually, I remember this. This was, here's what I'm going to do here. I'm going to put this in the spreadsheet. So this was 885 shares at 14.92, the year Columbus sailed the ocean blue, right? 885. And it was, I remember this. I remember buying this and I remember when it went up. I was excited. Okay, so 885. Excuse me. It still gets me choked up. So 885 shares. We'll even put the date over here. Actually, let me do this. Insert. Oops. Okay, so this was April 17th, 2023. Okay, so let's go back here. Let's see here. Where are we? Okay, April 17th. 1492. Let me do this. I'd like to get the decimal points over here. Let me move, where's our spreadsheet? Let me move our spreadsheet over next to this so that makes it a little bit easier. Okay, it was 1492.02. All right, that was April 17th. So what we're going to do here, this is going to be kind of an interactive session. We're going to put all of our buys in here. I've been needing to do this for a while. This video is long overdue. This helps me to kind of figure out where I am too. Okay, so here's my, I'm just going to be fully transparent with you all. These were my degenerate moves when I thought this was a good investment. Um, Luckily, like I say, I have a 2 whole 401ks that are all in growth funds. I do options trading. I have real estate, so I'm financially I'm fine. This hasn't hurt me that much. But anyway, okay. So the next purchase of TSLY was in, and I did some options trades here. I cashed out some wins. There's my biggest option win there last June. So TSLY, I bought more June 27th, 15.99, 500 shares at 15.99. June 27th, 2023. 500 shares at 15.99. So I bought up, which, that's part of the dollar cost averaging. That's like the up part, but typically you want to buy down, not up. Okay, so June 27th, I did that. Hold on here, 15.99.17 is the exact 15.9917. Okay, and then the next one, it was July 6th that I bought even more. So let me do this here. Trust me, this is all going somewhere. Stick with me. Okay, so I bought 650 shares more when it ran up, which is, they say not to do, right? Um, I guess I got irrational euphoria over this one because I literally paid I paid like the peak price for this, 1821.91. I can't wait for all the comments on this one. I can't believe Coach bought this fund at this time. Okay, so that was July 6th. And then look at this. I couldn't get enough of it, so I bought more because it started to come back down. So I thought Tesla stock was going to run up like it did in 2021. That was my thesis. How's that for a well-reasoned thesis? I just thought the market was going to repeat what it did in 2021. What evidence did I have, right? Okay, so that was July 6th. So July 10th, I bought another 382 shares. Not sure why I picked that number. I think that was just what was in the account at the time. So 382 at 1680, July 10th, 2023. This was, excuse me, 382 at 1680. Okay, so then I bought more because I just couldn't get enough of it. Such a great investment, right? Another 131 shares at 1660. July 24th. Okay, so that was 131 at 1660. And this is July 24th, 2023. So that was 1660.57. Okay. There we go. Okay, so that's going to round up a little bit. So that was July 24th. And then what did I do? I bought some Tesla stock. And then September 28th, I want to say was, no, I still bought more in October. I bought more in November too. Oh my God, I'm an idiot. Okay, so we're halfway through. So let's see. Um, After July, I took like a 2-month hiatus. Then I bought more shares of it September 28th. I paid 13.41, so 12.50. This was September 28th. 9/28, 2023. 1,250 shares. I was trying to dollar cost average down at this point. And what did I pay for it? September 28th. That was oh my God, 13.41. 4199. Okay, and this was, I think, pre-split. So we've got to account for that. So then what did I do? And I had some other good stocks that I cashed out of too. So then Tesla, then I bought more of it October 19th, 183 more shares. October 19th, 10/19, 2023. What did I say? Oops. Oh, stop it. I'm in this, darn it. I'm in the spreadsheet here. Okay. So this is over here, September, October. October, I bought 183 shares at 1193.01. 9301. 183. 183 Tesla. And then November 21st and 22nd, I bought more, and I believe that was my last buys of the year. So I bought another 500 shares November 21st. Full transparency here. I like transparency with the degeneracy, right? So 1121, 500 shares. 11/21, 2023, 500. At 1165. 11.655. Okay, and then November 22nd. Or wait, let me see. What was the next date? November 22nd, I bought 400 shares more because it dropped again. So I just couldn't get enough of this investment. 400, 1126. It would be funny if that was the price on November 26th. Okay. And then I believe the Tesla purchasing finally came to a painful end. So let's see. I'm going to add in this year too. These are my moves for this year. Let me just make sure there was nothing lost in the shuffle here. Let's see. Okay, no, that was it. So officially, those are my Tesla purchases. So I have that information now. So now we can switch over to L spreadsheet over here. Let me check some comments here. Why did you buy Tesla? Because you told me to. That was why. I blame you. It's all your fault. 1492 Columbus. Oh, you see, you're right. Nice picture, by the way. Um, okay, let's go over here. All right, 200. Okay, so now we've got some really good information over here. So we can we can sum up these two. Now, I never actually did reinvest dividends into these. I did my own reinvesting. So the average price I paid was 14.53. Um, let me try to figure something out here. Now, here's the deal with the reverse split where I am right now. I lost like half of my shares, but then the price doubled. But we keep declining in this one. I'm so glad, by the way, Schwab finally got all their information together because I've been wanting to do a video like this for a while. So this is just in the brokerage account. I'll do the IRA one later. Maybe I'll make that a separate video. So as far as Tesla, I own 2,440 shares now. So what happens in a reverse split, this extra share gets whacked, they sell it off for you, and you literally get it cut in half. So right now, oh, this is going to be really painful. Um, well, those of you that are smart are already figuring this out for yourselves. 1272 is our current price. So this is actually pretty bad because after the reverse split, um, it's worth less than my average price paid. So if I do this times this, you're going to see an ugly ugly number here. You see? So, yeah, pretty bad. But like I say, if we look over here, the dividends that I've made. So what did I say? This is what I've lost. 31. These should add up. I'm not sure why these aren't adding up. Maybe something had to refresh. So it's actually a little bit. Hold on a second. Hold on here. I'm trying to figure something out. Maybe, you know what? Here's the deal. Some of this, I actually used the dividends. This is what gets confusing with this kind of math. I used some of the dividends to buy more TSLY. So let me try to figure this out here. I've made 35,000 in dividends. I've lost 31. Let me go back over here and see. Oh, this is what it's currently. Okay, that is right. Never mind. Well, hold on. Something's not adding up. Okay, this is what it's currently worth. This is what I've lost. So that suggests a 62,618.90. So where did the other money go? 62,618.90. So where did $8,000 go? That's what's confusing me. Anyway, so that is my. It's pretty abysmal, but that's my actual cost basis. So what I'll do, since I've got two numbers here that I've come up with, I got to reconcile this on my own time. C20. I'm gonna actually do this. So this is the dividend. Uh, this is like the actual return. Of course, a CD does better. If I'd have known, I would have just invested in CDs. You know. Um, so this is that. So that's my like actual return. Um, but what's confusing me? Okay, if I come up with this, even if it's say 4880, that doesn't make that much of a difference. Yeah, these numbers really have me confused because this is what I bought, and that suggests a total of this. Let me put this in italics, and that's what it's currently worth. So that's this. Let's do this minus this to make it nice and red. Oh my God, that is horrible looking. That's horrible. I want to close my eyes. Um, okay, but over here, I'm not quite reconciling this with this because where did it's only down like 31,000, but I say only, I can't even believe I'm saying that. Anyway, so what I'm calculating for return, it's like a 6% rate of return on the total investment. Um, but this has lost like half of its value. So anyway, I'll come back with a follow-up video. I'm going to keep delving into this here. Is that the weighted average? I don't know what you mean by weighted. No, I took like the money I've made in dividends. I subtracted like what it's what did I do? I need to look now. I've subtracted what it's lost to what I've made in dividends. So it's made more than what I've lost in dividends. Might be more loose. Oh, I don't want it to be that if it's not weighted return. Let me go back here. So what I did, I and trust me, I have way better investments than this. This is like one of my worst investments of all time. Um, but what I did, I've made 35,000 in dividends, or synthetic covered call premiums. Uh, it's down 31,582. So it's made more in dividends than it's lost. But what's confusing me here, if I add everything up I've bought, this is what I have to reconcile here because something's not adding up. There's like an $8,000 difference. But right now, I don't believe I'm weighting it. This 12% was based on, you know, that, but it's really 6%. So because it was like a mid $60,000 total investment. So anyway, with that being said, I hope that clears some things up as far as the ROI for TSLY. I have a positive ROI right now, like on paper, because I haven't actually sold any of this. Right now, the paper loss is like half of the original value, which does make this one of my worst investments on paper. But if I add back, let me do this here, even with the 70,000. Um, if I actually add back what I've made in dividends, which is this number over here, um, it would be 35,000 plus what it's currently worth. Um, so that would be 66,000. So it's close to what I originally paid. It's net and net, it's only down like $4,000. And that's given the performance of Tesla stock. Let's look at Tesla stock really quick because Tesla stock would basically have to do what it did in 2021. Would you say here, can you also add up the dollar amount really paid total since you bought compared to your average Tesla price? Well, that's what I'm doing. That's where that 70,000 comes in. I put all the information there. So let me go over here and show you all. And I'm just trying to be transparent. A lot of YouTubers wouldn't do this, so I hope you all appreciate it. Um, Tesla stock in the past year has just been completely flat. Um, it seems like ever since Elon Musk like flipped over to the right politically, Tesla's just been in the tank. I'm not suggesting a coincidence, but it's just Tesla's just not been doing well. And I think a lot of the tax credits for electric cars are expiring too. So year over year, we're still down like 11 bucks in Tesla stock, but compared to our all-time highs, we hit all-time highs of almost $400. So it would take us getting back to that for a fund like Tesla to start to see some actual gains. Like I said, I won't buy any more Tesla. I'm going to hold the bag on what I have. Luckily, I've done a lot of options and I've made good money in my other growth stocks and stuff like that to offset this one. But I would have to look at this one. If I had to do all over again, I probably wouldn't do this one. I'd be much better off if I had put that money into other stuff, even other YieldMax funds. Because I'll remind you all, the takeaway as far as total return, YieldMax funds. Let me do this real quick. YieldMax funds total return. Um, let's see. Here's this chart here. It's a Reddit post that's been circulating around. So I just want to remind you all, Tesla happens to be one of the worst ones. Thank you. That's the goal. That's always the goal, right? Stay safe in a few days. Yeah, we got a major hurricane coming our way here. Um, okay, so let me look at this here. So just to remind you all, um, like I say, I'm not bashing YieldMax. I mean, look at this. We have our top one, NVDY, 174% cumulative rate of return. Look how many of these are positive. So AIYY is actually the worst one. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We got 10 funds, 10 stocks, 10, I'm sorry, 10 funds that are in the red. And then we've got, hold on a second here. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22 funds that are in the black, including, where is it? Drum roll. Nope, I'm sorry, it's in the red by 5%. See? Tesla, it's down here. But keep in mind, look at this, all these funds are in in the green here. So there were certainly better investments to be had. Um, Coach, a few more months now for tax portion, right? Yeah, that's the kind of the insult to injury because you kind of get screwed both ways. After you see what you've lost when it comes tax time, you need to, get out your Vaseline and get screwed again because you got to pay tax on this dividends, which is like your own money that you're getting back. Um, I was actually told that like a year ago, but buy puts on Tesla to hedge it, which I should have been doing this whole time. I did a couple of them, but I just didn't stick with it. But anyway, okay, so that's the video. Thank you all for tuning in. Like, comment, and subscribe. I hope that was valuable. Join Discord, and we'll see you all tomorrow. Take care. Good night. Bye.